For those of you interested in growing more native plants from seed, I'm going to just bring you along today as I pot up these Rose Checkermallow. These are Sidalcea malviflora, I think. I'm not ever 100% sure on any of those Latin pronunciations, but that's close enough. So what I've been doing with these, because they're precious, is every time they grow in my little broadcast sow tray here, I've been potting them up into a cell container here and just collecting them over time so that I don't miss any and so they don't get overcrowded in this container. And I'm really liking that method. It is more, I guess, high maintenance or more hands-on, but this is particularly a flower of interest to me, a plant of interest, and it's worth it to me to pay a little bit more close attention than some of the other ones that I've just broadcast sown and sort of waiting for them to get to a bigger size before I pot them up. So let's walk through my process for just pricking these out and putting them into a cell container. And let me know if you are doing any native seed starting or plant growing this spring, how that's going for you. Thanks for joining me. This is Kendall's Greenhouse. So these are the cells already planted. A few of them died in there. I usually like to use this tool, just a cheap little plastic tool, and that helps me prick these out without disturbing too many things around. So I'm going to dig under here without messing up the roots too badly. There's my little seedling, and then I can just plant that into one of my cells over here. This one doesn't have one. I'm going to open that up and guide the roots into that little hole I just made. And then I also use it to kind of loosen the soil around there, the potting mix around there, and sort of press and pinch around the side to settle it in. I've got another new baby one, super tiny, coming up here. See if I can get that out. Yep, so that's a much smaller, just a little straight root, but that's fine, and I'll get that in here. A straight spot and try to just get that straight down in there. I do not want to break that single root if I can help it. All right, let's do another one here. So I'm pulling by this cotyledon leaf, loosening it up. If the cotyledon breaks, that's fine. It's not going to break the whole plant. Shove it in there. Looks like I have 2 more to do here. Okay, and then if I have a little seedling like this that's obviously not the plant I'm growing, it's either a weed or another seedling from something else that found its way in there, I just take care of that. Make sure this is settled down, and I'll put that back in my grow area and see if any more seedlings pop up from there. So in this one, I have 1, 2, 3 seedlings that are ready to be potted up from here, which is awesome. There's a little seedling in there. Just taking a look at what my options are here. Looks like all those cells are full, so I'll start a new row. So I know it looks like I'm disturbing it a lot, and I am, but it's been working for me. There's still other ones that are germinating after this. Is that focusing? I can't tell. I don't know if they sometimes maybe like the soil disturbance a little bit to germinate more seedlings. It moves them around a little in the container. Maybe not. Maybe it's bad, but it's been working for me this year, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. Okay, settled that back down on the top in case there are more. Oh, it looks like there might be one more. Oh no, that's a rock. Okay, here's the last one. And that's a job done. So that didn't take me too long, just a few minutes, and I have a little bit more control over those plants here now. And I'll keep an eye on them, and I'll see if any more germinate in my broadcast sown trays. Thanks for joining me. Can't wait to see you again in the greenhouse soon. Bye.